My mother was a strict vegetarian, but my dad, he was an Indian, and he would go out on Thanksgiving. He had a little bone with a little hole in it. Boop, 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 boop. And here come the turkey made. And he would bring us a turkey home. He didn't buy out of the supermarkets, but he used to be a butcher. And he know how bad the meats and stuff was then. And he was going to be 95 when he passed away, so he was 94 when he died. And when deer season came, he went out with his lantern and everything, and he would bring a deer, the front legs and the hind legs. He left the other. He said that was not good to eat, but was inside of him, inside of the animal. So we had to just obey everything he said. He would take us out in the field, and sometimes he would take us out in the highways and the byways and hedges and in the woods. And he taught us every tree that was out there. And it's something good that you can have for yourself. You know the banana. These are little lady fingers. They're very sweet when they're ripe. This is the leaf. And anyone that has a hurting knee, or their foot is swollen, you fall and get a bruise and all those kinds of things, you just take this and wet it in hot water and take it and wrap it around wherever you are hurting, hand, wrist, elbow, any part of the body, and you wrap it. And then you put, well, a lot of people like to use the plastic, but I just like to use a nice towel around where it's hurting, a washcloth or hand towel. And it's very, very, it will ease your pains and your aches, and this would char the leaf. You would not even know it after you take it off if you let it stay on all night long. I have a little something to tell all the gentlemen. Palmetto berries. Where are all the gentlemen? Are they there?
Yeah.
Answer.
Yeah.
All right. This works miracles for them. Yes. And I heard somebody say they're going to take the whole tree. You know, and before, some of them that way, but they would be teasing. But then I say you can't take a berry off, because I would have nothing but a store. If they said, just let me taste one, and I never did, I would take it and put it back in the bag, because that's the only time. I have to wait until next season, you know, until they start growing again. And they're all on the palm trees and everything out there. Don't you gentlemen, did anybody know anything about these berries? Palmetto, saw palmetto berries. And they work miracles. They work on the prostate gland, brothers. Yes, they do, it does. And I just tell the truth, that's all. Oh, yes, you eat them. When they're green, you take the green hull off, and you eat that seed in there, and it tastes just like coconut. Deliciously good. And when they get ripe, they're just like this. And you take them and some people eat them just like that, the same way that you're looking at them now. But then most wives throw them in the pot and boil them for the husband. And so the liquid is very, very good for them. Serve. Serve, brethren. Amen.
Amen.
Whoever's married, yes, especially.
Can ladies eat the green berries?
Oh, yes, it works the same way for the women, but I've just had to talk to the brethren, because they're the quiet ones. The ladies are laughing and having a good time, but the men are not saying anything. So I'm trying to cheer them up. Protein. Everybody knows what this is. It's sold everywhere. Oh my goodness, when you have rheumatoid arthritis or, oh my goodness, anything hurting you on the inside of your body, my dad used to make it for the sick people. You know, way back in those days when we were coming along, they'd had the old wood stove, and if they did not have that, my dad had a tub, and my mother could not touch that tub for anything but what he used for his herbs for sick people. And he would go to the liquor store, and the gentleman would save him all the brown bottles. You see, they have white bottles now with wine and stuff in it now, but all those bottles were brown bottles. And he would go and get the cork stoppers from the hardware store, and that's the way he used to fix. And when he fixed 1 quart of herbs for anybody, by the time they take a half of it, they're well again. And I say amen to that, because God's herbs works miracles, but nobody is taught how to use the herbs. Only a few know. But now they have 1 million books, you know, 1 million herb books, because they're copying from each other, and some of them have not studied. But to study is the best thing in the world, unless you live around those Indian people that know about the herbs and it helps. So one sister here, she came from Miami just like I did. I was not born in Miami, but my mother moved there from Jacksonville, Florida, and she was telling me about all the goodies that her grandmother did and that kind of thing, and I felt good because somebody else beside me know about the herbs and those kinds of things.
What do you do?
Right.
Or how do you use the herb?
Oh, throw it in, wash it, cut it up, throw it in the great big pot. And you do the same thing with everything that's on the table. All you do is boil it. Let it come to a boil. After half an hour, then lower the fire, the flame, and then let it simmer for 2 hours. And by the time it has finished simmering, you let the cover go on it when you simmer it, and all you do is turn it off, and by the time it cools down, you can start using it right away. You don't sit anything down to wait till this time and that time. When you do something like that, you just go ahead through with it and use it, all those that's used to herbs. And drink it and get in the bathtub. Yeah, you do everything with it. The ladies clean their bodies on the inside, okay?